Quentin King here. Hang on, do that again on that one.
You bet.
Quentin King, welcome everyone. Paul here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana, home of Gibson acoustic guitars. And we're going to do a little comparison today. Welcome back, Quentin, from the East Coast.
Yeah, it was a shock to fly into Bozeman late last night. It was 1 degree at the airport.
And a lot of snow.
Yeah, and a lot of snow coming back from the East Coast where it was beautiful last week. It was like 70s.
Yeah, it's like, what, November 10th today?
Yeah.
It was good. We have good winter coming. It's nice.
Good ski season, I think.
We're ready.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk comparison. Okay, where do I begin? I'm almost confused myself.
Yeah. Well,
okay. First of all, let me outline. Okay, what we're going to do is we're doing the LG-2 and the L-00. Okay, you are holding the L-00. I'm holding the LG-2. The only really main difference is the body shape. So you can see this one's a little.
It's got a tighter waist.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's other differences, and then there's the with Gibson they have. Remember, they have the modern line, and then they have the original series, and the historical.
Historic, yep.
Okay, so these are both in the original line.
Okay.
I mean, we could take a modern and compare it, and they're all going to be basically the same guitar. The original series ones has more of the appointments of, this one looks more like a 50s. And this one, what's it say in there, the tag there? Okay, just straight L-00. Yeah, and this one says 50s LG. Yeah. So this is probably more representative of the 30s version. But anyways, they're both in the same collection. It's confusing.
Well, I think
the modern ones are really the same guitar as well. But I was going to say the modern ones have pickups, but so does this one.
But maybe like some slightly different appointments. I mean, they're going to be subtle because in each of those series, I mean, modern's going to be whatever the current is, but the originals and the historics, like a 50s, it's going back to a 50s era design and appointment to really replicate it. And I'm presuming that with historics, they're going maybe even further back, or
I think they are on cosmetics, but I think as far as the body on these, until you go to the historical, then you get like the thermally aged tops and the hide glues and stuff like that. So I guess for reference, let's say if we had a modern and an original, a combination of them all, I feel like they'd still be this, relatively
predominantly the same. The appointments would be minor, but maybe not trivial. Sometimes those, like the difference between an H top and non is going to be significant. Hide glue versus whatever modern glues might provide a different tonal quality.
But
I mean, tell me more about.
For today, this will be just a great comparison.
This is really about body shape.
This is really a comparison of an L-00 versus an LG-2. Forget all the details of modern versus originals and all that.
Already have.
I mean, obviously on this you could tell you got Fire Stripe pickguard. Yeah. This pickguard different. You got the different logos. Yep. This has got all the cream kind of. Cream. The cream binding and the cream tuners. And
Yep.
So, but okay, basically mahogany guitar, spruce top.
Gotcha.
That's it
on both.
Different
body shape. And what about? I mean, is the
funny when I handed that one to you though? I noticed right away to me that one was brighter.
Interesting. Can I take a look at that one real quick? Hold that just for a second, because I am noticing. Again, I'm not. I don't know a ton about the guitars, but what I can see is it's a very different bracing pattern too, right? So when you can look in this, and you can see there's a brace that kind of cuts diagonally. Yeah. So you've got your standard X inside, but there's another brace going up, and this one does not have that little brace there, just on the edge of the sound hole. So. It would be neat. I'm not suggesting we do it with these, but at some point, we've seen it with the Martins how they cut their bracing. I'm sure Gibson has those.
That'd be nice if we could get Gibson
to kind of disclose,
make us a little bracing pattern display chart.
Anyway, but
but basically they are the same,
slightly different shape. So this one's going to have a little bit more body to it. Is what it comes down to.
Play it again.
Okay.
So, L-00.
I'm going nice and soft on the strums. It sounds like, it sounds like a small body guitar.
It does. And it's cool too.
And this one, you can feel, it's a little bit different. This one, the neck feels a little bit deeper. Not necessarily wider, but deeper.
Right.
I'm not hearing a huge difference. But usually I don't, so a confession, I don't hear a big difference until I'm sitting on that side of the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm watching at home with some good earbuds or something on.
Do a little finger pick.
Let's try this one.
L-00.
They both, to my ear, they sound really nice. They sound like a classic type of
They do. A classic guitar.
Something out of it.
That's what I was going to say there. That's the beauty of these small bodies.
Like a 60s folk singer type sound is what I'm hearing.
I used to always think, why would someone want this little guitar? Like, way back in the day, I'd be like, they're just too, you want to have this big boomy guitar, and then you start realizing how many times in your life you've heard this on an album, and these are really accurate of that. It's amazing because everyone makes a small body. Martin makes some small bodies, and theirs are totally unique as well. We've talked about this before. They're not the same as the Gibson ones. I call these more of a kind of a little bit drier, bluesier.
They do. They do make me think of that styles too. I could hear folky, like a folky person, but I could hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you
and the
could
Martin
hear like
ones
some country
have
blues style.
a whole nother thing too. And then other small bodies out there, they're great.
Yeah.
They're great, but they're not like things you've heard on
signature
albums.
type, gold standard sounds. I was having a lovely discussion with Charlie, I think Charlie, that I met on an airplane flying back last night, and we were just talking about guitars, and it was clear talking to him. Some people like the dreadnought sound. I'm one of them. I like a big boomy thing, but for other folks, they just really prefer. Not only is it they don't find it quite as comfortable, and it doesn't matter whether you're a big or small person.
Sure.
They just don't. The guitar's a little big and unwieldy for their comfort zone, and their inherent body mechanics. But not everybody wants big boomy bass.
Yeah, totally.
Some folks like that mid level sound, especially I think a lot of singer songwriters like that, because it kind of lets your vocals sit right on top.
Exactly.
Rather than always having to fight the
grumble.
grumble.
With these, you just got to come in and you just have to play them both. I couldn't choose one of these right now.
No, I think these are guitars for because we did the rate lift.
Yeah. That's a LG-2.
Yeah, and that guitar was really nice, and I think of that as an example of someone who is playing in a big ensemble and plays a style of music that you don't necessarily associate with like country blues or folk music, but that guitar fits so well with his style.
Yeah, and it comes through in the mix right in the right place.
Yeah, you're not competing with basses or other lower register instruments. Anyway,
very cool. Well, hopefully we didn't bore you too much there.
No.
It was.
Yeah.
I think that's a good comparison.
Both great guitars. We'll do a little.
It's just nice to hear these two because people always ask, well, what's the difference in the LG-2 and the L-00?
The L series, yeah.
That's it. That's the difference.
All right.
Really,
we'll do a little playing side by side here.
Okay.
Right on.
We done?
Yeah.
Quentin?
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks for being here. All right. Thanks for watching.